Ms.Sk.Asiya, Department of Computer Science. Today I am discussing Unit 5, that is related to digital imaging and how to erasing and touching up in the image in the GIMP software. First of all, the first property is the dodge and burn tool. Here, dodge means you have to lighten the pixel where you click and drag, and burn means you have to darken the pixel where you click and drag. It means in the fourth unit we have brightness and contrast, we have listen. Okay, whenever the mood, it will be look like the image quality, lightness and darkness. Okay, but how to represent these names in this erasing and touching up in GIMP means the lightening the means they should be called as a dodge, darkening the image means it should be called the burn. Then these tools you have to perform in the GIMP software, you have to follow some procedure. Then open the GIMP software and the image menu, you can click on the image menu and select the dodge or burn tool. Then you have to use the shortcut key, that is the shift plus D. In this tool option you have to choose the button dodge or burn, and finally you have to adjust the brush size and exposure. Then click and drag over the areas where you want to lightening the pixels or darkening the pixels. Like this is similar related to the crop, but you have to lighten and darkening. These tools are used in the image menu. Then we can call it as the dodge and burn tool. Then smudging tool, it is blend pixels by shimmering them. Whenever you have to use animations or you have to use some effects, the image quality should be looking good, and the smudging tool will be used in this image in the GIMP software. Then you have to go to the image menu, click on the smudge tool, or you can use the shortcut key, that is the S. Okay, then finally you have to adjust the brush size where you want to shimmering them. Then you have to use this tool option, you can click and drag these over areas, you have to smudge them. It means blend pixels by some effects they are adding the shimmering them. Now clone tool. Clone tool means it is the copying the tool, or it is using the another duplicate app. This clone tool means copying pixels from one part of an image to another part. From here using example, some two photos I am taking. The one image will be pixels are different and the another image the pixels are different. But these image look like same pixels. You can copy that pixels, you can use the clone tool. Then you have to open the image menu and then click on the clone tool, or you can use the shortcut key, that is the C. Finally you have to hold the control and click the area you want to copy from. Not all the pixels and all the areas in the image. So whatever you have to want a particular image, the image will be selected from this clone tool. Then whenever you have to release the control button, then finally the clone tool will be represented by the next document. Now sharpening using convol tool. It is the enhance the edges of an images. It means the enlarge or resizing or looking the image quality should be better. Then you have to use the sharpening using convol tool. Okay, previously you have seen cropping and rotating and shrink and streamering. Okay, this is also one of the tool related those tools. Now sharpening means you have to enlarging the image. Then go to the GIMP software, you can click on the open image, then it will automatically the filters option will be displayed. You have to enhance them. Here enhance means you have to looking a better quality from that image. Sharpening means you have to locate a bordering from that image. Okay, you have to sharpening the sliders, or you have to decide a particular level where you have to the image should be cleared with the quality. Okay, let's take one example. Here I am using one image, the background color and the one object is created. I have to finally focus the object, not only the background color. Okay, these type of images you have to use the sharpening using convol tool. Then you can click on OK. Now blurring with Gaussian blur. Here recently we have listened Gaussian means that is a theory, that is the algorithm, that in the zip file you have to blurring the image, then you can use the Gaussian blur. Okay, it smooths out the image by averaging the pixels. It means like a little bit of touch up the giving to the particular image. Then you have to go to the image menu in the GIMP software. Then you have to click on the filters. Then you have to go to the blur, and then you have to go the Gaussian blur. In that they have to show some several options. You have to adjust the horizontal and vertical blur radio. Whatever you have to want horizontal image, then you have to select the horizontal image, or vertical image, then you have to set a particular vertical image and then click on that. Okay. And how to give the correcting color balance hue saturations. In the recent environments we have seen, the object will be looking very good, but the environment will be dullness will be we are seeing. Why? Because the color balance will not be adjusted in that image. So the image will be looking background color and that object will looking good. Then you have to use the correcting color balance. Okay. Then finally you have to adjust the colors of that particular image. But what is this procedure and how to correcting the color balance means? Then go to the colors menu. Then you have to select the color balance. In this color balance also you have to a particular some limit. Some 75 point you have to looking a image good quality, then you have to stop that limit. Okay, these saturation which means background adjustments. Okay, the object will looking some better quality, then you have to use the saturation adjustments also. These options will be applied. Then finally you have to click on OK from the correcting color balance, and these several options are there, that is the hue and saturations. And these color balance only you have to using the curves and levels. In the previously we have learned free selector tool. I have tell that whenever you have to start a point, finally you have to complete your task and finally go to that starting point only. Okay, the free selector tool means wherever you have to start, then finally you have to conclude that part only. Like that color balancing, I am using the curves and levels. How to I can draw the curve and how to adjust my levels in that particular image. It means it provide more precious color adjustments. Okay, and the image menu you have to go to the color menu, then click on curve. By clicking on that you have to, the cursor will be represented a person like finger images, like you have to adjust on them and click on OK. Then you have to, that image you have to consider a levels. Then open your image in the GIMP file, go to the color option, then you have to select the levels, and finally you have to click on OK. Then you have to check whether the adjustments, the input and output levels are same or not. Whether the input and output levels are not adjusted, these procedure will be destroyed. Why? Because you have to creating a curve and then finally you have to concluding the levels. The level should not be same, the image quality should be destroyed and the image should like a blurring image. Now in this GIMP software we are having filters in GIMP. Okay, these are various types are there. Gaussian blur and this motions blur. Okay, blur means whenever in the GIMP software first unit we have learned opacity. Okay, whenever you have to blurring the image, then you can choose the opacity option. In the previous softwares, whenever you have to blurring the image, you can use several tools, but no need to use in this GIMP software. You can access directly the opacity. Okay, in this filter concept also the blur filters are there, and go to the image menu and click on the open. Okay, then filter menu you have to directly select the blur. Okay, in that blur also you have representation has 2 points, that is the Gaussian blur and motion blur. You have to apply the 2 blurring images, whether where it is looking good, then you have to select that particular blur image. You have to adjust the settings and click on finally OK. Now enhance them means it has to sharpening, like you have to giving the touch up from that image. Okay, in the same procedure but little bit of difference. Okay, then go to the image menu, then filter menu you have to select the enhance option. These enhance his sharpening unsharp mask, for example. Okay, then you can adjust the settings and click on OK. You have to unsharp mask means overall the background color will be some defaultly transparently will be represented. The sharpening means they no need to represent the background color. Now distort filter means it has to lens will be created, eyebrow will be created, no need to distortions will not be completed. Okay, what means you have to creating an image. For example, you have to click on distort, but means you are choosing the desired location from that filter. Okay, you can use some lens. Okay, variously we have represented some lens means in the eyes only. In the facial part I am representing the eyes only, the suitable lens will be represented. Then you can use the particular quality of the image is suitable or not. Is not suitable, the image quality will be destroyed automatically. These settings you can choose on very perfectly, then click on OK. The last one, noise filter. We are using add noisy and reduce noisy. Recently we are discussing audio format means the audio format means the audio will be represented, but video format means both audio and video should be represented. This ZIMP software, you are creating an image, then go to the filter menu and click on the noise button. The noise button means you are adding some noise, and reduce noise means wherever you have to add in the noise, they have to reduce the noise in the several options. It means the example like you should have to on the button or off the button. Okay, whenever you have to adding some noise, then you have to decrease that noise, then go to the reduce noise, then automatically the video will be set. That is the adjust the setting and clicking on the OK.